This is the Custom Saber Shop MPS Pommel Style 3 V1. Like many of the Custom Saber Shop pommels, it has that open end, so you will be able to add an insert to it if you'd like. Also, it is MHS, so that means it's compatible with many of the other Custom Saber Shop pieces. It's also compatible with a lot of Ultrasabers Hilts, so these are all Ultrasabers, and this will, this will work with any of them. But you do want to make sure that it's compatible. Ultrasabers does have a few models where the hilts do not have MHS compatible pommels. What I like about this design is it kind of reminds me a lot of a gear. You have kind of the gear teeth right here. And what I'm predicting when I put that on the hilts is these kind of vertical lines of the pommel will complement the horizontal lines on these hilts. So anyway, let's see what happens. I guess I should introduce the hilts. So on the far left we have the Apprentice LE V4. In the middle is Dark Standard Issue V3, and finally on the far right is Aeon LE V4. Again, all Ultrasabers, lightsabers. So let's put it on the first hilt, the Apprentice LE V4. Okay, that does look great. Okay, I'm liking that look. The other nice thing I would say on this hilt in particular, kind of the boxiness of the pommel, I think complements the boxiness by the emitter and of the choke. So that's kind of cool. There is, you can see there is a little bit of the line, the brass color showing through where the hilt ends and the pommel begins. That's something that you find on the LE models of Ultrasabers. So like we'll see a similar thing with this Aeon LE, I'm sure. Okay, here's the Dark Standard Issue V3. I always like to include a dark saber hilt to see how the metal will contrast the dark color. Here's how that looks. Yep, I'd say that works too. But I don't know, I kind of like the look on this hilt a bit better. Still works though. And finally, our Aeon LE V4. Let's check that out. Okay, great. Yep, I mean, seems like it works pretty well on any of these hilts. After seeing all three, I would say my favorite is the pommel on the Apprentice LE V4. But, you know, it is nice. It's a very, I don't know, it's kind of a bold hilt, you know, it's not, or bold pommel rather, it's not really meant to blend in like you have some other pommels. Even a lot of the basic pommels just kind of blend a bit with the hilt, but this is a very specific, very distinctive design element to end your hilt with. So anyway, yeah. Here it is again. Oh, and if you're wondering, kind of back to the beginning, the title of this is MPS Pommel Style 3 V1, and guess what? V1 implies there is a V2, and yes, that's implication is, yeah, anyway, there is a V2. I don't know, I couldn't phrase that quite right. There's a V2, and the difference is, well, the design is actually quite similar to this, but it's a little bit more elaborate. So that's something you might want to check out if you're kind of digging this design. It's pricier too, but you know, by a little bit. I think it's $10 more, but you know, more polished design, that type of thing. Anyway, this was MPS Pommel Style 3 V1 by the Custom Saber Shop, and it's a pretty cool pommel.